The Young Leaders competition's been fantastic. Having the opportunity to go and meet other young housing professionals. It has been challenging, you know, having to put some hours in and extra bits of work, but it's all obviously for a great benefit, and you know, I've really enjoyed it. The semi-final was excellent. I'll be honest, I enjoyed it. I was quite excited when I found out that we had to do the presentation in front of the other candidates as well, because I think in my head I was kind of expecting that we weren't going to do that and it was just going to be in front of the judges. The day was brilliant. You know, we obviously sat down together, managed to put faces to names and, you know, get to know a little bit more about each other. And I think the whole environment was just fantastic. Some of the ideas were brilliant. You know, some of the ideas, every single person had a different idea, and every single person should be very proud of what they achieved that day. So I thought it was a really exhilarating day. Loved it. I think my presentation wasn't necessarily about an idea. It was more of a visionary idea, if you like a concept that could change how housing looks in the future. So I believe that did catch the attention of the judges, and I am quite an engaging person. I want people to know that I am listening to them, and I think when the other candidates were doing their presentations, I wanted them to know that I was listening to what they were saying. So I did want to ask questions. I am someone who will ask questions anyway, but you know, I think that's nice that people understand that you are listening to what they're saying, and I think that might have stood out for the judges. Really looking forward to the final. Really looking forward to the final. It's a completely different setup, I suppose, you know, being in front of up to 500 other housing professionals and having to share my ideas and my opinion on the subject that we've been given. So I think the final is going to be a big test. You know, it's nervous, but it's excited nervous. It's more butterflies in your stomach. I'm really looking forward to the final. For me to win this competition would be huge. You know, I've been lucky enough to have been exposed to a number of organisations and been exposed to a number of really important people in the industry. I am career driven and I want to make a change, you know, and if I can be that change, if I can be that young leader, I would be absolutely over the moon. I think that it's a really prestigious award to win, so I'm really excited for this final. Yeah, I think having the backing from my chief executive and all my colleagues at South Liverpool Homes is just like having a really big, hard hug. I feel really loved, to be honest. I feel really fortunate to be in this position. I'm very grateful, you know, for the investment that's being put into me. South Liverpool Homes and our chief executive, Julie Fadden, is very big on making sure that they invest in staff and that staff are at the best of can do the best of their ability, basically. So I think for me, I've felt really loved by that, and I'm very grateful.